In this session, we are going to discuss about what will be happening in a real time. That means being as an FICO consultant or any SD consultant. If you people are as an SD consultant or if you people are in a financial consultant, what we have to do in a company? In the sense of, first of all, we have to know about one of the main important process, the total SAP software life cycle is coming by the ASAP. This is what? ASAP. So, what do you mean by the ASAP? In the sense of, ASAP is nothing but like a SAP methodology. What do you mean by the ASAP? In the sense of ASAP methodology? That means whatever the things which is happening in a project, everything is coming by this methodology of ASAP. So the total life cycle of the end-to-end implementation will be happening by through the SAP methodology. SAP methodology. Okay, what is exactly by the ASAP? In the sense of accelerated SAP. ASAP in the sense of accelerated SAP. So in this accelerated SAP, totally we are having the multiple of the roles and responsibilities. That means totally here we are having the 5 levels, or which we can say that totally 5 phases will be there. In the first phase of the methodology, which we are calling as the name project preparation. The first level is the project preparation. And what they are doing in this project preparation, in the sense of, they are doing the initial planning of the project. That means initially what will be happening? That means, say for example of myself is the client. I am the client and you people are the team of the TCS. So when I want to make my organization into SAP, first of all, I have given the contract to you people. That means TCS people. When I have given the contract to you people, as an TCS people, what we have to do? For whom which I am interacting with you people in your company of the TCS. Who is the high level management will be there, which I have interacted with you people. That high level management people which are called as this level of the project preparation. That means called as project preparation. So after completion of the initial planning of the project, in the second level, who is the persons will be there? In the sense of, in the second level, people which we are calling as a business blueprints. Business blueprints. Business blueprints. Business blueprint. Okay. First, the contract in between of the client and the company has been done in the first level. And in the second level, from my company, that means whatever my company is the client company. Yourself is a consultant company, TCS. The TCS people will come into my company, and what they are doing that, they are making the document. That means what my requirement will be there. That means which they are preparing the documents as per business requirement. Which of the business? For my business. Whatever the my business will be there, for my business requirements will be there, you people are collecting that business requirement. When it was in the level of the 2, that means the second phase. And after collecting of the requirements, the requirements has been given to the team. As a team members, what you people are doing, that the phase which is called as a name realization. That means in an enterprise structure of mine, which I have given that myself I am having the company of XYZ and my subsidiary company code is ABC and my sales organizations are the XYZ and BCD. Under the sales organization I am having the distribution channel of the distributors and wholesalers. Like that I have given all those things for your second level people. And after that they are preparing the business blueprint. Depends upon my requirements, documents. The documents have been given to you people. And the second, third level, the realization. In the realization phase, what you people are doing here, in the sense of, you people here making the implement, that means which we can call as a name, implementation of the business requirements, which are, we have already collected the requirements from the previous level of the second level. That requirements can be made into the process. Make into the process, which we call it as a realization. That means customization or implementation. After completion of the customization, what will be happening? In the fourth level, in the sense of, that will be called as a final preparation. Called as a final preparation. In the final preparations, so whatever I have collected the requirements from the client, first of all the client and the company has been contacted. And the next we have collected the requirements from the client. And the third level that has been customized. So whatever we have customized, that has to be given to the client. That means, which we can call it the name. The user will be worse. Which user? Not our user. The client's user. The client's user people, they are using the SAP system. For them, we have to give the training. Say, for example, here we have created that sales order should be like this, as per the client. But the sales order can be used by the client. They are entering the data, as which we have created the general ledgers. But the general ledger can be used by the client level. So how they are making into the process, or how they are using. How they are using that one. So, for that is what we can call it as a final preparation. What exactly here will be happening is training and cutover activities. That means where it has to be over. Cutover activities and preparation of the activities also we can say that. How the activity will be done. This is the fourth level. That means first phase, which the client and the company has been incorporated, and in the second level, the blueprint has been collected, that means the requirement has been gathered. In the third level, how the requirement has been customized to SAP, and after completion of the customization, how the client is using that. That is the fourth level. And after completion of this one also, and the last level and the fifth level, which is called as the name go live and support. Go live and support. So this is what which we can call it as a name in production. That means everything has been done. Everything has been finished. Now what will be happening? The sense of whatever we are having results, that will be given to the client. Now the client is entering the data. That is, they are into the production of the using of that one. We have provided the training in the fourth level. As per the training which we are giving, all those things to the client plus, now the client is working with that one. That is called as a fifth level, which is the go live. Like this, totally we are having the 5 levels. The combination of these 5 levels, which we are calling as a SAP methodology. Accelerated. The first one is a project preparation, which is called as initial planning and project planning, and the second one is a business blueprint, which is called as a document business blueprint, business process of the requirement, and the third level, which is called as a realization, which we can call it as a implementation of the business requirements as per the business blueprint. And the fourth level is called as the training and cutover activities. Whatever the things which we have customized in the third level, that has to be coming to the fourth level, how it will be. And the fifth level, which is called as a go live. Whatever we have customized, that customized things can be used by the client test, how it works, which is called as a go live. Like this, totally 5 levels will be there. Now, we are doing here one project. In this session, we are doing one project. So, for which we are doing the project in the sense of, we are the team members of the from TCS. For example, from the TCS, we are directly interacting with the client in the future. First of all, the client in the company has been interacting. In the second level, what will be happening? In the sense of, in the second level, the client, our employee, the business analyst has went to the client place. They have collected some records. First of all, for those of the requirements, our client is asking, I need the master data. The master data. In generally, for a product-based organization, what are the different types of the master data will become? So, the first master data, which the client is asking, or which the client has been given, that was called as a general ledger master data. General ledger master data. And this general ledgers can be done by the financial. And the second one is the bank master data. This can be also done by the financial. And the third one, which is called as purchasing master data, which we can call it as vendor master data. And this vendor master data will becomes from FI and MM, materials management. Materials management. And the next one will be the material master. And this material master will be purely coming from the MM, material management. And after that, completion of the material master, that means the material has been purchased, it has been given to organization. Now what will be happening? And the sense of, after, first of all, we are discussing about the master. The material has been gained and we have manufactured that one. After that, the customer master has been gained. That means which we can call it as customer master. The customer master is coming from the FI and SD, finance and sales. And even here also they are requiring the material master. But this material master will be comes by the SD. What it is called as a finishing goods. The finishing goods will be comes from the SD. And after completion of the sales, that will be finished. So in generally, when we are want to make an end-to-end implementation, so for example, you are putting the experience in your profile. In your profile, you are mentioning that I have done one full life cycle implementation. And the situation, if the interviewer is asking that, okay, Mr. which you have done the one full life cycle implementation, na? Can you tell me that what are the master data which you have used? You can ask that or not? As a consultant of full life cycle implementation, end-to-end implementation, what are the master data which you have used? First of all, we have to say that we have used the GL master data, and the bank master data, and the vendor master data, and also the material master data, customer master data, and material. That means one of the material is also required. So, for example, so totally we have to use the 5 different types of the master data, right? Master data will be comes from the requirements of the client. First of all, let's have a look of general ledger master data. First, the project has been started. The finance team has been started the work. So, what they are saying that these are the master data which we have to do. In before of making of this master data, which we have to done some of the basic things. That means the mandatory things. which we are calling as an ES. The first, initially the project will be starts with the ES. What is the ES in the sense of enterprise structure? Enterprise structure. In generally, in an enterprise structure, what will be happening or what are the things we will have? As in a financial person, is the financial, say for example, Mr. Shafi is in a financial team unit. So Mr. Shafi has been preparing the client's company and their company code and as well as the consolidation business areas and as well as the business areas from the financials, isn't it? As well as the MM team, that means middle management team, they are creating the plan and divisions and storage locations and purchasing organization. This can be done by the MM. And the third team, which we are calling as the sales. From the sales organization, and then distribution channel, and then divisions, and then sales office and sales group. Now, this is called as a full life cycle of the implementation. End-to-end implementation. Can you tell me the enterprise structure of your end-to-end implementation process? If you are an SD person, you can't say that sales organization, distribution channel, division. We have to say everything. That's why when learning of the SD, what we are doing that we are taking the company code of the 1000, plant of the 1000 and we are using. But in general, in real time, what will be happening is that whenever the FI team will be there, the FI team is preparing the company code, consolidation business area. In that meantime, the ML people are preparing the plants, storage location, divisions, and others. In the meantime, the SD people are creating the sales organization, distribution channel things. As like that, totally we are having the 12 things. Even if you want to see how the 12 things will be there, in the sense of, let's have a look here. I am logging on to the SAP. I'm logging on to the SAP. So here, when I am starting here, it was an share and let's see. So all these enterprise structure can be made from here by using these slides. So now Mr. X is in a financial, Mr. Y is in a sales, Mr. Z is in a MN. As in a financial persons, what they are doing. As an SD persons in enterprise structure, what you people are doing. As an MM persons, what they are doing. Which we said that all these things has to be, what are the things? The company code, business area, consolidation business area, and something. These all the things has to be. So how they are doing all these things? So let me log in here. After completion of the login, we have to make it from SPRGO, SAP reference, IMG, enterprise structure, definition. Under that definition, the X are using the financial account, the Y are using the sales and distribution, and Mr. Z are using the MM. What are the things which I am required? What are the things which you are requiring? What are the things which you are requiring? Everybody is doing their requirements into here. So how it will be? For that, I am logging into my SAP system now. So from here, log on. Select our server. Now we are using the server of EHP6. ECC 6.0 is the version. Under that ECC 6.0, which we are using the EHP6. EHP in the sense of enhancement pack of 6. and from here, which we have to start up from that. So which we have to start up from here, the thing of enterprise structure. The enterprise structure. So the first thing now which we have to start up from here, SPRO, IMG, from the SPRO, and then IMG, that means SAP reference IMG. What is this SPRO SAP reference IMG? This is used to move from GUI to IMG. Transaction code to move from GUI to IMG is called as an SPR. That's why everything will be goes with the SPRO SAP reference IMG. So let's hear from whenever we want to do the enterprise structure, from here, first of all, we have to start up from SAP, SPRO, and SAP reference IMG. That means from here, SAP reference IMG, and then enterprise structure, and then see if you can see definition. From the definition, which we said that three types of the team members are there. One is the FI, one is the SD, and another one is the MM. As in a financial guy, they have made it here. And they are doing the company code, business area, and consolidation business. And even after completion of the, or when during of the FI people, again, the logistics, that means the MM people are having here. From the MM people, what they are doing here, the plant and as well as the division. And including with these two, the material management from storage location and purchasing organization. And after completion of these persons has been done like this, everything has been done, the enterprise section, from the FICO and SD and as well as the MM. And the SD people are doing here the sales organization, distribution channel, sales office, and sales group. So even let's take as a look out from the starting, define company, and just go for new entries. I'm creating here one folder to the bottom. How it will be in general. New entries, and the company which I'm taking here as a name 23456, and where it was located in the country of IN and the language of IN and the currency of INR, and save it. And even same like as again they are doing the company code also, and go for edit company code data and then select new entries 2345 and 2345, and which are saying that the currency of IN, the country of IN, currency of INR, and the language of PN, and same. And the company code also has been established. Even after completion of the company code from the financial people, they what the things will be happening in the MM. Financial people are doing the company code. At the same time, you are the MM person. As an MM person, what you are doing that you are preparing our plan. So here I am preparing the plan name of say something around 234P. 234P, which I am saying that Pune production unit, Pune plant, and then save it. Done. This is called as a plan. And in this plan, what are the different types of the divisional products will be going to manufacture? For that's what they are doing the division. So for example, of in the divisions which they are creating the 2A division 1 and 2B division 2. They are having the two types of the divisions. And after completion of the divisions, from where these of the products will be going to manufacture, for that in this plant it will be going to manufacture. But what are the purchasing departments which we are having? From the middle management, might in the storage location for the plant of the 234P. In the 234P, which we are having the 234A, one is the Pune 1 and another one 234B, which we can say that Pune 2. So I'm having the two of the plan, two of the storage locations and say. So after completion of the setting of the storage locations from the MM, they are making the preparation of the purchasing organization, from which department they are making the purchases. So for making of the purchases from the MM department, what they are preparing is that they are preparing the purchasing organization. So how the purchase organizations can be created in the sense of same here, just 7 VLS 234A, which we can call it as a raw material purchase organization, 234B, packing material purchase organization, 234C, chemicals purchase organization, and so. So this is what we can call it as a purchase organization. And now we are entering out the SD. As an SD team, what we are doing here, sales organization, new entries, and what would be the sales organization of ours, which I am saying that 2, 3, 4 years, and which I am saying here as a South region sales, and it should be the currency of INR, and the rebate has to be maintained active, and sale. What is the address and locations of the sales organization? And after completion of the sales organization, let's create the distribution channels. So what do you mean by the distribution channel in the sense of it is nothing but again mode of the medium sales. How the sales which we are doing from our sales organization. How we are doing the sales or how we are doing the sales from the sales organization. So in this defined distribution channel, which I am taking as a 2A, one is the distributors and the 2B which I am saying the wholesalers and sale. Here I have done the distribution channels also. And after completion of the distribution channels, they are preparing the sales office. What do you mean by the sales office in the sense of who is the officer? Which of the office is responsible for that particular sales? For that sales office, and then go for new entries, and here 2A just like as an journal office, and 2B just like as a regional office. And after completion of these offices also, next we have to go for the sales group. What do you mean by the sales group in the sense of the person which is or who is responsible for the particular sales office, which is called as a sales group. See, now we have to go for 2A, which I am saying that journal manager, and 2B, which I am saying that regional manager. Now, the total enterprise structure was defined. Now, how the relation will be in between of each and everything. That relation can be done by the assignment. The first thing, the finance team, they are making the company to company code. The assignment of the company to company code. So here we have taken the company code of the 2345 and the company code of 23456 and save it. The company code, the company has been having the integration now. And as well as, and the second one, the logistics. Plan to company code. The MM people has been created the plan now. 234P, Pune production unit. The Pune production unit has to be assigned for the 2345. The 2345 is having the 234P. In this company code, we are having the plant of this one. And even in this plant, what are the physical products which we are going to manufacturing for this business area to plant and division. So here, what do you mean by the plant in the sense of the plant and the valuation area both are the same? Plant in the sense of manufacturing unit. Valuation area in the sense of where the material value has to be fixed, which is called as a valuation area. Both are the same. Here, select new entries in the plant of 234P. In the plant of 234P for the division of 2A, and this is the business area. And in this plant, for this division, This is the business area. And then sell. So after completion of this assignment also, we have to go for the MM. From the MM, purchase organization to company. So that means whatever the purchasing team has been purchased, that material values has to be comes into the financials. Is it required or not? That's why we have to assign that for our company code also, 234A. That means the raw material, the purchasing of the raw material wherever it was, it has to be comes into this company code, and this company code, and this company code. Okay, fine, boss. The material values will be comes into here. Where the material will be goes? The material will be goes to the production. Say for example, myself is a purchasing organization. I have made a purchase from the vendor. Whatever I have made a purchase, that material value will be coming into the financials. But the material will be goes to the production. That means assign purchase organization to plan. In the plan, inventories for the client of 234P, sorry, for the purchase organization of 234A, the client of 234P. And even if the material will be purchased from 234B, that will be also coming into the same plan. Even if you can have the multiple of the plants also or multiple of the divisions also, we can make it like this. And up to here, we have done MM and FI. But which we said that three teams are there in full cycle implementation. So for that full cycle implementation of the three teams, which we have to go for the sales. In the sales and distribution, whatever the sales which we have done, the sales has to be comes as a revenue in company code. That means whatever we have done, that has to be shown in the ledger. The sales was done, which we have sold out the goods to the customer. They has to pay this much of the amount. Where it will be? In the financial. That's why first of all we have to need an assignment for company code to sales organization. The sales organization is 234S and the company code is 2345 and sales. And after completion of this one, distribution channel to sales organization. So here in this sales organization, we are having this one and even this one also. And so in this company code we are having the distributors and as well as the wholesalers. The both of the persons will be there. And even in the next one, division to sales organization. What are the different types of the products which we have to use now, which we are going to sell? In the sense of, in this sales organization, we are selling this one and even this one. And sell. And again, set up sales area. What do you mean by the sales area? In the sense of the sales area is the combination of the sales organization, distribution channel and division. See, in this sales organization, that is south sales, we are selling to the distributors for the division of division 1. In this company code for this sales organization, for the distributors, we are selling the products to the division 1. And here, even if I am having the 2A, I am selling the products of division 2 also. That means I can make a sales to the distributors from division 1 and also the division 2. And even in this, I am having the wholesalers also. I can sell this one and as well as I can sell this division. This is what we can call it a sales area. The sales area is the combination of the sales organization, distribution channel and division. So after completion of this one, what is the office which is responsible for that particular sales office? See here, sales office to sales area. Sales office to sales area. So here, which we have created already sales areas. See the sales area of 234S and 2A of the distribution channel and 2A of the division will be responsible for the sales office of journal. And as like as 2A and 2B. Like this, we need to create something sales area to sales office. After that, who is the person responsible for the sales office? Sales group to sales office. So here I am saying that for the 2A, that means for the zonal office, is the responsible of the zonal manager. For the regional office, it was the responsible of regional manager and even the zonal manager. The both of the persons are responsible for that. And back from which plant you are getting the stock. You are selling the product, but the product will be comes from which plant? Now here, what is the plan? That means for the distributors we are getting the stocks from this plant. For the wholesalers we are getting the stocks from this plant. That's what we have to do here. New entries, and for this sales organization, for this distribution channel, we are getting the stocks from this plant. And for these also we are getting the plan from here. So this is called as one full life cycle of the implementation of the enterprise structure. As which we have discussed here in the starting, we have done, see, we have done the company code, consolidation business area and the business area. And the plant, division, storage location, purchase organization. And the sales organization, distribution channel, division, sales office and sales. Can I say that the first thing is done? And the second thing, you are doing your setting, you are doing your setting, you are doing their settings. And the second, what will happen is, the second concept also will be coming from the FI people, which we are calling as a global settings, which is called as a financial accounting global settings. So in this financial accounting global settings, which is called as a FAGS, which is called as a financial accounting global settings. Now here in this global settings, which they are having the three global settings. Three. The first one is the fiscal year variant. The first one is the fiscal year variant. And the second one is the posting period variant. And the third one is the field status variant. From that fact, people are doing this one. And whenever the FI people are doing this one, whenever the FI people are doing this one, now the MM people, from the MM. From the MM, what they are doing here, MM, they are making the MM global settings. In this MM global settings, what they are doing that they are preparing the valuation areas, nothing but like a plan, and valuation areas, and also the valuation groups, the combination of the plans, and as well as the valuation classes. Valuation classes, which type of the material. Valuation area is nothing but like a plan. The group of the plans is called as a valuation group. That means which we can call as a combination of plans. And the valuation class is nothing but like a type of the material. Which type of the material we are purchasing? Which type of the material we are going to sell? That will be happening. Now, up to, if you can see, the total structure of the client has been came. What is the company and what is the company code, and when they are purchasing that, where it has to become, from where it has to be came, and what is the global settings of that one, and what is the something. After completion of all these settings, now, which we are starting with the master. as which we said that. What is the first master record which we require is general ledger masters. Isn't it? That means which we can say that general ledger masters. So therefore people are preparing the general ledgers. That was finished. They are requiring this one, they are requiring this one. As per the requirement, they are prepared the general ledgers. And the next thing which we can call as a vendor. Right now. What is the first master data is general ledger master data. That has been finished by the financial people. It was finished. After finishing of the ledgers, now, what is the second thing is bank. So, from which bank? From which bank we need to pay for the vendor? What is that? That means, in the second part, the bank master data also has been done. The bank master records, the bank master data. That will be also done by the financial people. The financial people has been done all these two master data. Now, integration has been started. What we require, the next one is the vendor. But what I am saying that the vendor master data has been coming from the two modules. Vendor is coming from the two. One is the finance and the second one is the ML. From the ML. For making of this vendor master, either from the financials or from the ML, we are having totally three different types of the requirement. There is three requirements will be there. The first one is the create an account group with screen level as like as the customers. But the vendors, there is a vendor. And the second one is the create number ranges for account groups. That means for vendor account groups. And the third one is the assign number ranges to the vendor account. Assign number ranges to the vendor account. So for creation of this one, OBD3, and here it was XKN1. For here it was OBAS. And after completion of these three, they are preparing the vendor master. For creation of a vendor master is coming with the XK0. XK0. When you are preparing on this one or this thing, now the adapter will become. Why? Because the client is asking to maintain the fields of the vendor number, vendor name, city, country, door number, flat number and something. But whatever the client is asking those fields is not there in SC. It's not there. That means simply what I am saying that what the client is asking is called as is. The client is asking like this, wants like that, which is called as an as is. And that has to be comes into the output. That means what I have to do. That is the to be. So client is asking that x is equal to y plus z. Y plus z. And the y plus z value is equal to some 20. That is the to be. But what I am saying that in SAP, the x value is not there and y value is not there. Then what we have? The client is asking in as is, that means I am in require this one. It has to become into like this, the to be. But in between of these as is and to be, some of the gap has been generated. This is the terminology words which I am using. GAP, gap. That means which I said that the client is asking this fields. The fields are not there in the SAP. Client is asking some XYZ. Those are not there in the XYZ of the database field. Then what we have to do that information can be given to the user, that means ABAPer. Now the ABAPer are filling this gap by using the tool of ABAP dictionary. That is the database table. How we do this. And after completion of this one, my client is having some of the problem again. This is the first issue the client has been given. And the second issue which the client has been given is, I am having already some of the vendors with me in the non-SAP system. In the Word format, I am having some of the vendors. What I have to do. Those of the things also has to be comes into here or not? Which we are having already some of the vendors. I am saying that from the past of the 5 years my company is working. In my company from the past of the years, whatever I have worked, I am having some 1000 vendors are there. So and now I am entering onto the SAP. When I am entering onto the SAP, whatever the past which we are having of 1000 vendors, shall I leave the vendors or that vendors data also has to be comes into here? That has to be comes into here, no? For that which they are using the data migration, which we can say that the conversion of the data from non-SAP system to SAP system by using the tools of LSMW, and even in the second one is the BDC. Those are the two tools will be there for the ABAPers, LSMW and BDC, batch data community. Fine. Here the vendor has been canvassed. In between of that, the gap also has been fulfilled. And the next, see, the GL master data has been came, and the bank master data has been came, and the vendor master data also has been came. Now what we have to do? Wherever the vendor will be there, and from that vendor we need to make a purchase. Vendor is there. What we are doing with the vendor is we need to make a purchase from the vendor. What we are going to purchase? In the vendor? We are making the purchase of the raw material. That means, first of all, we have to see here. The next thing is raw material. That means, first of all, the financial settings of the enterprise structure of the D modules have been completed, and after that the financial accounting global settings has been finished, and that MM global settings has been finished. From there the general ledgers has been came from the financials, the bank master data has been came, and the vendor also has been came. For that vendor, what I am doing that I need to make a purchase. From that vendor, we need to make a purchase. What we need to make a purchase? We need to make a purchase of the raw material. Is it? That means what we have to do that, and the first step, creation of a raw material. And this was coming with the transaction code of the MM01. Creation of a raw material. Now, that's up to here which we have done, the material master. Now, what about the next thing? The material has been killed. So for making of a manufacturing of some X, we have purchased the raw material. After purchasing of the raw material, what we have to do that? We need to make a conversion of the raw material into the finishing good. The production has to. Is it required or not? That means when during of a production, that means in the next which we have to go for the production. Even during of a production, what will be happens? So the costing will be happens. The first thing is cost element. Cost elements is nothing but like expenses. And the next, cost centers. What is the cost centers? In the sense of the cost department. And the next one, cost element groups. What would be the cost element groups? Cost element groups has nothing but like a type of the cost. Whether it is the primary or the secondary or the overhead, which type of the cost. And even the cost center group, the combination of the all the cost centers. Combination of all cost centers. So they are making the manufacturing. When during of the manufacturing, these are the expenses has been done. Like this, it has been came, and everything has been discussed and everything has been done. Now, after completion of this, they are getting the one final output, which is called as a name, cost of goods manufacturing. Now, we know that the cost of the goods manufacturing. That means this material has been manufactured for this price or for this cost, not for the price, for this cost. The cost has been paid for us for making by making of the manufacturing. But after completion of the manufacturing, what we have to do? Here, the bank, the general ledger has been came, banks has been came, vendor has been came, materials has been came. Then what we have to do? Sale, right? That means we have to sell this product to the customer. That means again we have to go for the CMR data, which we can call as a customer master record data. In this situation, again we have to interact with the sales team. So here, as which we have completed the costing also here, that means we got the cost of the goods manufacturing. Now, after completion of the cost of the goods manufacturing was there, then after getting the manufacturing cost, is it need to add the profit for the, say for example of one marker pen is I am manufacturing. That marker pen has been manufactured for 30 rupees. That means, shall I sell for the 32 rupees? Is it finished in the sense of? No. Why? Because we have to give some profitability for the distributor. We need to give some profitability for the vendor, the wholesaler, for the direct dealer. That means for making of those things, here the next concept will become here after the sixth one, here which we are making the seventh one of the profit center accounting. Profit center accounting. And whatever the material which has been manufacturing cost of the 30 rupees, and we have added the profitability of the 10% or the 30%. That means, shall I make it as a 30 into 3? So 30% into the 30 rupees. That means, say something around 9 rupees of the profit margin which I am having here. That means 39. That means if I can sell the product for the 39 rupees, which I can say that there is no profit and there is no loss. Is it? Which I can make the same. But after completion of this product profit center accounting also, now the sales team starting this work. And as a sales team, what they are doing, in the sense of, they are adding the pricing procedure. That means the total cost of the product is 39 rupees. The cost of the goods manufacturing is 30 and 9 rupees of the profitability. And after adding of the both of the things, now the SD people, that means the sales and distribution people are adding the pricing. And this pricing, what is the cost of the goods manufacturing is 30 rupees. What is the profit is 9 rupees. For that, whether the transportation which we are paying or they are paying, maybe for the distributors we are paying the price. For the wholesalers they are paying the price. That means the condition will be different. That means which we are saying that all those things which is coming by the pricing. Is the price. That means after completion of the pricing procedure, the pricing conditions using by that, it has been came another 6 rupees. Done. Another 6 rupees has been added from the pricing. Now the salesperson will be starts. Now the cost of the goods sold, which we can sell the product for 45 rupees. Is it right? Which we can sell the product of this one for the rupees of 45, which we can say that our profitability will be there. We can say that our profitability will be there. But what I am saying that when we want to make a sale of this product for the 45 rupees, for whom we are selling? For whom? From ours. For whom? Customers. Right? That means again we need to take it as a customer master data. Customer master data. This customer master data comes from the two of the modules again. Majorly from the sales and distribution, and another part of the customer will be comes from the FID. So for creation of the customer master also we are having 3 requirements. The first one is the define account group with screen layout, and the second one is create number ranges. Create number ranges for customer account groups, and the third one is itself assign number ranges for customer account. But if you have done this one, it is not completing. For this one, it was an OBD2. For this one, it was an XDN1. And for this one, it was an OBAR. And one more is that very, very important one, which is called as a partner determination procedure. This can be also done by the SDB. That means one customer can be divided into the multiple of the parts. How it will be. That is called as a partner determination procedure. After completion of all these things, the last one is the customer master creation. And this customer master creation will be the transaction code of the XD01. So we are having 3 types of the customers. The financial customer FD01, the sales customer VD01, and the combination of the both, that means full customer, the combination of the finance and the sales XD01. X represents of the combination of the both XD01. And after completion of the customer has been given. Now what we have to do? In the sense of we need to check whether that availability is there or not, which is called as an MRP. In generally, MRP in the sense of maximum retail price. Generally, but here not this one. This is called as a material requirement plan. How much of the materials we are required now? How can we say that this much of the materials are required for us? So depends upon the whatever we are having the inquiries in our hand. As per that inquiries we have to manufacture. And what are the quotations which we have given? Already the quotation has been given. That means today or tomorrow you are going to purchase from us. That means I have to make a sale. And the next one depends upon the sales orders. Even instead of this, is there any cash sale will be happening? And the customer can walk in and they can pick the product. But that also they should be maintain the stock of the goods. We need to make the goods of the stock. We are having that much of the stock also with us, no? That means cash sale. Even some of the person is asking urgent requirement will be there, which is called as a rush order. Even we are selling to the any other company for that, which is called as a third party sales will be there. And even which we can sell the product for another customer by using the consignment sales also will be there. Like that, whatever the different types of the sales will be there, depends upon the sales, how much of the requirement will be there for that. So after completion of this requirement and everything also, we have created the material master, which is called as a material master data. So after completion of the material master data, what we have to do that we need to make a sale. We need to make a sale. When you are selling, what will be happening? When we are selling, what we are getting is sales revenue. The sales revenue has been gained. Now, from that revenue of that much of the amount, what we have to do that, when I'm doing a sale, the sales was finished, but have you delivered the stock? You have to deliver the stocks or not, if it is a physical product. That's why what we have to do that, delivery. After completion of the delivery, we have to give the bill. And after completion of the bill, the invoice. That means the invoice can be given by the financial people and the sales delivery bill can be done by the SDP. After completion of the delivery and bill and everything, at the last, whatever the sales revenue which we are having, that revenue will be comes into the financial people. They are making the COPA. That means controlling profitability and now our sales. Controlling profitability and now our sales. I will let you know. The bill is nothing but like a whatever you are giving to the customer. So I have delivered the stock to yours. And I am saying that this much of the stock I have sent it. That is the bill. Including with the tax and freight and all the conditions, which you can make it to the your accounts department. That is called as an invoice. The finalized value will be the invoice. Okay? That is called as an invoice. After that, they are doing the controlling profitability analysis, how much of the profit we are having there. So for that much of the profit, what we have to do that? We need to do all these things. When we have done all these things, we can get this much of the profitability. So in a real-time project, whenever you are taking any one end-to-end implementation of the project, all these things, all this stuff has to be done. So guys, this is called as a one end-to-end implementation of the full life cycle.